What's up guys? In this video we're going to be talking about how to grade your Pokemon with PSA and CGC. So let's flip this camera around and look at the computer. Alright, so we're here on PSA's website, and I just want to let you guys know first off that you need to log into your account, and you can pay for a premium service as well, which is referred to as the collector's membership with PSA, and then I believe it's the Elite Club for CGC. And you don't need a paid membership in order to get your cards graded by PSA, but you do get access to their monthly specials and other really good deals. In my mind, it's absolutely worth it because it's $100 for the entire year. So if you're planning on grading a lot of cards, I'd absolutely recommend getting the paid membership. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and click submit, and then after that, we're gonna click build your card submission and hit start. We're gonna click start new submission because we're starting from completely fresh. And after that, we're submitting trading cards because we're submitting Pokemon. Then from there, it's gonna ask us submission type, which is just gonna be grading, and then no autograph authentication, and then hit next. All right, guys, we're on the service level page, and here's where we're gonna talk a little bit about what max declared value is. If you have a card that is, let's say, a PSA 10, and when that card comes back from grading, it's gonna be worth $500 in a 10. What you would do is you would pick whatever service level has that max declared value that you're saying the card will be worth after grading. For cards that are worth $200 or less, that's where TCG bulk comes in handy. That's what we're gonna do for a lot of the cards in this submission. But for example, the first card, which is the Snorlax, we're gonna go ahead and go with regular, because that has a max declared value of 1,500. So we're gonna go ahead and hit next. All right, so now we're on the item entry page, and this is where you're going to enter all your cards that are in the submission. So just a few quick tips, and they even give some tips here on PSA's website. If you are searching for a card, try entering the year it was issued, the name of the manufacturer, or the set name. And I think that that's really the easiest way to do it. For example, we're looking for this Snorlax 11, and the easiest way is going to be starting off by putting in the year that it's from, which I believe is 2000, and then putting in that it's Pokemon, and then putting in that it's from the Jungle set. And then after that, we can put in Snorlax 11. And there we go. There it is right over here. We've got Snorlax. But another huge tip, guys, is make sure that it's the right language. You can see here Italian popped up first. Just go ahead and scroll through, and I'm sure you'll find whatever the correct language is. All right, so on top of this, I added first edition, and actually it turns out that it was the 1999. So we can see here, it's the 1999 Pokemon Jungle 11 Snorlax Holo first edition. So then after that, we're gonna put the declared value, which this card is probably a 9. So in a 9, it's worth $700. So we're gonna put declared value total at 700 and then hit save. And then it'll add it to this declared value total, and these are all the entries on the list. And then we're gonna go ahead and work on the rest of our submission. So I'll be doing that off camera, and then we'll get back to you guys. All right, guys, so we've got both of our submissions done. We've got the one with the more expensive service level, and then we have our bulk service level, which is gonna be 50 items, and then the one more expensive card. If you are doing multiple submissions of different price service levels, then what you can do to save on shipping to PSA is you can create a multi-submission label. We're gonna go through it together and show you how to do this. So after you've completed both your submissions, and before you've printed them out, you can go ahead and go to this screen here, which is your Online Submissions Center dashboard. And there's gonna be this option for package together. We're gonna click on those, and we're gonna generate a package label. Now you can see it's given us this label, which is going to go outside of the package, so that way when it arrives at PSA, they'll be able to scan this, and it'll tell them, oh, there's 2 different submissions, and it'll show them the service level. This is actually a really cool tip, guys. If you create this multi-submission label, then they will open up your package faster than if you were to send in a bulk label. Because if you remember, the turnaround time is a lot faster for this one card under the regular service level versus the bulk submission. So that was just a little quick tip that I wanted to share with you guys. Hey guys, just wanted to really quickly interrupt and let you guys know that we're doing a giveaway all the way through December. So if you'd like, you can comment down below anything about this video, and then also hit subscribe and make sure you liked the video, and you'll be entered to win this Roaring Moon EX box that I'll have on screen right now, and I'll ship it to you. It's eligible for international people as well, so if you're international, you're in. Back to the video. All right guys, so we're here on CGC Cards, and they run through it in a few quick, easy steps. You gotta create a free account, or you can get a paid membership that just starts at $25 a year. There's a few different memberships that you can pay for. There's the Elite Club, there's the regular membership, and they give you all different deals and discounts, but I highly recommend getting a membership if you plan on grading a lot of cards. Same with PSA. And then after that, we can go ahead and go to submission forms, and we're gonna click online form, and then we're gonna click start new order, and we're just gonna go through it together here. We got cards, and then we're gonna mail in, grading, agree the consent, and here we go. So we've got bulk, economy, express, walkthrough, and obviously we got that same thing with the maximum declared value. I will say I think CGC is a lot cheaper in general, and also look at these maximum declared values. I mean, we spent $75 for a 1,500 declared value. This is 10,000 declared value for $37.50. So we'll do it the same way. We're gonna add card, look up that Snorlax 11 first edition, and right away, there it is, right there. Super easy to do the card lookup on CGC's website as well. I think it's way easier. You don't need any tips or tricks with that. Anyways, we're gonna put it at $700 because that's how much it is in a 9 grade. And we're gonna click add card. And after that, we get our order summary. And what we can do with this is we can actually add another service. It's a little bit easier than generating a multi-submission label with PSA. We can actually just add another service for our bulk submission. So we're gonna go through that and add all those cards. So guys, now you can see we've got 50 cards in the bulk submission, and then we've got the express, which is 1 card. And we can see what the order subtotal is. So after this, it's just gonna have us choose a shipping method, put in our card information, and then print out our packing slip. So we're just gonna go straight to shipping, how to package your Pokemon up. So let's flip this camera around and look at the cards. All right guys, so real quick, before we get into the shipping, I did wanna talk about if you're international, you can actually grade your cards with PSA and CGC, and they have on their website, we're right here, and this is for cards, cuts, packs, tickets, and we can see it gives the rates for Canada, Europe, and all other regions. So let's say you're in Canada. If you have 21 to 30 items, it's gonna be $59 for shipping back to you. And then we can even go back to, we can scroll up here to what their normal rate is. So 9 to 25 cards would be $25 for the 1 to 1,000. 1,000 to 5,000 total declared value would be $40, and etc. So we can see this is for PSA's website, and then if we go over to CGC and scroll down here, we can see right here on CGC's website 1 to 25 cards, it's going to be $80. FedEx economy, and then also FedEx priority is going to be $120, so a little bit more expensive, but you're going to have a faster shipping back to you, and so on. So this is for our international viewers, so just wanted to put that in. Back to the video. All right guys, so we're on to the shipping part, and I've got some rubber bands here that I got from the Dollar Tree. I've got some chunks of cardboard that I cut from some old boxes, and then I've got a little box here that's a 6x6x6 little square box, and this is going to be perfect for sending our Pokemon in. So what I like to do is I like to take about a dozen or so of the cards, and you do want to make sure to organize your cards correctly, how it says to do so in your submission. We're going to go ahead and make sure to pack this PSA submission form in the box, and of course I already have them organized as PSA says to do, and I'll take them and I'll put some cardboard around like a little sandwich there, and then I'll take some rubber bands and I'll go ahead and wrap this up around both sides. All right, so you can see we've got the first little brick here, and we're gonna go ahead and do this with every single card. All right guys, so after we've done that with all of our cards, we're gonna go ahead and take I like to use a little bit of paper. We've got some paper chunks right here. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make sure to stuff everything around the size of the boxes, because we don't want anything to be shifting around in this box. That is your goal with any sort of shipping. Whenever you're shipping something, you just don't want whatever the contents are to move around, because then that allows for a chance of damages. And also, especially with Pokemon cards, you do not want anything to bend as well. So that's why I'm using a box, and I highly recommend using a box over something like a bubble mailer, because that has a lot of potential for someone taking it and bending your cards. You know, this is gonna be thrown across the country, guys, so just make sure to nicely package it up. And if you need to, go to the store, grab some bubble wrap or something else to just pack it in really nicely. I've got this. After putting our submission form on top, we're gonna close up the box, and then we're gonna tape that up real nice and good. Make sure that it's not shifting around at all. I still have a little bit more to put in this box, guys, so that's why I'm not like for real doing it with you guys. But that is the general idea with shipping up your cards. You don't want anything to shift around, and you don't want the cards to be able to be bent. So I did forget to mention that, guys, you need to go ahead and put this submission label on the outside of the package. I went ahead and printed 2 of them, just that way it can't be altered or messed with in case it gets dirty or torn off in shipping. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to tape it on the outside of the box. So just make sure that you guys do that. And yeah, just wanted to mention that real quick. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. That's everything you need to know to grade with PSA and CGC, how to set up multi-submission labels, and if you're international, how to ship your packages internationally to and from CGC and PSA as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could, just take 2 seconds to go subscribe down below. It would really help out the channel, and also like this video to help out with the algorithm. We'll catch you guys next time.